I hope that you are doing very, very, very well tonight, today, whenever you're watching this.
Oh, oh no, our mic went out. So you get to see my technical difficulties I deal with on a daily basis. This is fun. Okay, I'm gonna try doing ASMR. Okay, do this. There we go. I hope you guys are doing very, very well. Hey, Victoria. Hi.
How are you doing, Victoria? I hope you're doing really, really well. Sorry for that little spectacle. Lives are great because you guys can kind of see exactly what goes down every day. I need a new way to like do sound, and I always have technical difficulties. Sometimes you can see my videos, they get cut short because my microphone goes dead. But yes, sit back, relax. I hope today's a great day for you. This live is on a different day than normal, so we'll see who shows up. I was kind of hoping, you know, maybe some new faces will come. But let's just talk about what y'all are going through. Victoria says, I'm doing okay. I am doing great, actually, Victoria. I wish that you were doing better. I'm sorry that's not the best. I actually went running today, and that really helped. Hey, Brenda. Brenda, you made it. Hi. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here. Victoria, is it anything specific, or are you just kind of feeling like a little out of it? I went running today, and basically I ran. I'm gonna do a ramble about this because you get some insights when you come to the live. You get kind of some insights before other people do. But guys, guess what? Your boy, okay, I'm gonna do a whole video for this, but your boy is training for the marathon, which is fucking insane. And I just started training, and I think I'll do a ramble if this sounds good to you. I'm gonna do a ramble like what my whole training routine is and everything. But I definitely my first long run today, and it was like 5 miles, which is long, but it's like not the longest. But guys, it whooped my ass. I never felt so tired. It was terrible, but it made me feel really good for the rest of the day. So I know it sounds weird, really counterintuitive, but maybe try doing something really, really difficult in the morning, like running or exercising. And I felt a lot better afterwards than I did during it. Like I felt total shit, total crap. I felt total crap, but running was so good. Oh my god, hi Fern. Yay, I'm glad, guys. I'm glad today's working out. I felt really bad because I know we usually do Thursdays, but I just wanted to kind of say hi to you guys because it's been a bit. I don't think we have. I think Fern, you put one, and I'll go get my computer to write it, so check it out. But I don't know if we have any people that needed full advice. I think going forward, we're always going to do every Thursday, the first Thursday of every month, unless, you know, there's a commitment or something. We're going to do our Hive lives, and I'll, you know, ask the community post ahead of time to get your guys' views on like what you're going through, so we can all help each other out. But for today's video, if there's anything that you're going through right now, feel free to throw it in the comments and we'll chat about it. I highly recommend running. That's all I gotta say. Or exercising. It boosts my mood, you guys, like no other today, in a way that I feel like we sometimes forget how important it is. Victoria says, I just need to get out of my head. Victoria, go on a run, go on a walk, get away from electronics. Obviously I love that you're here on this live. Maybe you can put me on in like your head or whatever, but like go outside and breathe some air. I know, doesn't it suck when you're in your own head? Maybe we can start with that. Do you guys have any advice for how do you get out of your own head? Do you have any tricks up your sleeve? I find it very hard because as we grow up, sometimes the things that used to work don't always work for us now, you know? But yeah, do you guys have any advice for getting out of your own head? I think exercise. Actually, maybe I'll post this on my Instagram. But there was a really nice quote there's a really nice like meme that I saw about this being like, when your mind is tired, use your body, but when your body's tired, use your mind. Which I thought was really good. So maybe try thinking about that when you feel like you have so many thoughts, you need to do something to get more in your body, you know. But yeah, also I love this advice and stuff, but I really want to hear from you guys because I'm not an expert at all in life at all. That's so exciting about your parent teacher night for little boys tomorrow, Vern. Reading, for instance, reading is very useful. I totally agree. I want to show you guys. Look what just came in the mail. It's very crinkly. And take your guesses on what this is. It's related to what I was just talking about for running. I'll open it up over here. Victoria, you're the first guest. You got it right, baby. You got it right. It's a fanny pack. Well, kind of. It's a running belt. This makes me realize I don't usually do like classic ASMR as much, but I love this. This is so nice. Yeah, Victoria, sorry. Like, I'm hugs to you, as Brenda says. I just feel bad. Like, was my advice useful at all, or is it just sometimes it's just better to just acknowledge things? So I apologize if the advice I'm giving is a little like non-constructive, because sometimes we know what we need to do, but it's another thing to do the thing. You know what I mean? Look what it is. It's a belt. So you put a water bottle in there and then you like strap it around you. I'm very excited to run with this the next few days or whenever it is. But okay, so we're 7 minutes in. I'm gonna go get the laptop. Okay, I hope that was helpful for you, Victoria. So guys, I don't know if you noticed, I'm gonna make a post about this later. I'm just gonna mention it right now, and then I'll probably like dial back on how much I comment on it. But I just thought it'd be really good as we grow. This is HIVE, nicksrambleasmr. I wanted to create a space that was like way more intimate, and everything. And you know, no rush to join, but I'm hoping, I just wanted to set this up because in the future, I really want our Hive to grow, and I want us to be able to reach people that have never seen us before and been with us. But I also wanted to create a space where, you know, if you have seen videos, if you really want to be a part of the community, we are protected. It would be kind of more of like a protected place. And that is what I want to create, so that we actually created a membership program. So obviously it costs money. So obviously I'm not expecting you guys to join. It's more just something if, you know, you find that you come to this channel a lot and you really enjoy it and you want some more like intimate connection with me. I'm thinking we'll do more like Hive advices, way more personal stuff, personalized videos and stuff. But it's actually part of the channel now. So you can literally click the join button down below. And I'm just giving you guys a heads up because it's now going to be officially called The Hive. So we'll see how this goes, but the channel is all about the Hive, and I think it's more like this is kind of like a taste of the Hive and stuff. And then I'm hoping that the membership, like the actual Hive, will be way more in-depth videos, just really pushing positivity and growing, and just a way for us to stay connected. But also just be a great way to support the channel. And I think it's a reasonable price though. It's like, I think it's $4.99 and you get everything of a month, and it's basically like buying a cup of coffee in LA. I don't know where you're from. Maybe that's like super expensive, and it is. It is expensive. I don't expect anyone to really join, but it would help a lot for this channel. And from my mindset, it's like a cup of coffee. So also, you know, this is also a lot just for fun. So obviously, like, if you have any thoughts, or if you're like, damn Nick, that's too expensive, or blah 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 blah, let me know. But I'm really just wanting to create a place that's more protected for you guys, because, you know, I love how public we are with all this, but I also want to create a community that really is there for each other in a way that you won't just get by randomly showing up on a channel. You know what I mean? So, yeah, so that's down below. And I would love to know also what you guys like, what you would love to explore more with this community, basically, is what I would love to know too. Oh my god. Wait, Fern. You're gonna make me cry. Fern. Guys, Fern joined the. Oh, you're gonna make me cry so much. Asshole. I didn't think it. Aw, Fern, you are the first member of the Hive. Fern just joined. That means the world to me. I really, really appreciate it, Fern. Literally my heart. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't want to cry. Stop. It means a lot. I love you guys a lot, and I'm really excited for this journey. And it's scary, but it's fun, you know. Okay, but as Fern, as you were saying, okay, so let's go back. So, I just love Fern. That just made me so happy. You can see how emotional I get. I feel very attached to y'all because this channel means the world to me, and I hope it does to you too. But also the fun thing, sorry, and now I'm gonna get in these questions, but the fun thing about this channel too is like we're all bees floating through space and through time, and that's like what this whole channel's about, right? Be your own self and do all that. But I expect you, and I expect us to fly. I expect us to live life, do your thing, you know, come back when you need to be grounded, when you need to feel like seen and supported. Like that's what I want our channel to be. I want you to go live your dreams, live your life, and just know that we are supporting you and that you can always come back here. That's kind of the goal. Like, I want you to be able to go out and do the things you want to do. But, okay. So, we're going to go back and... Hi, Jamie. Jamie, if you're still here, you're from Northern California. I'm living in Southern California, so how cool. I wonder if you are in... I don't know where you are, but that's very, very cool. Why does it say member? I'm so confused. Sorry, I'm like learning a lot of stuff. Okay, so that's just so awesome. I'm gonna add you as a moderator, Fern, by the way, just so it could be fun for you. Okay, now I'm gonna answer questions. Okay, thanks for staying with me. So. Okay, so Fern asked, is the writer strike over? Can you get back to writing now? Yo, guys. So you've been hearing about the writer strike, right? So, yeah, I was actually gonna make a video about other stuff as well, but like about the tentative deal, but it went so fast. Writer strike is ending, I think, on Sunday or something, which is really exciting because I'm in the union and the not the union. Sorry, there's something that's happening on screen that I want to make sure I'm not messing up. Okay, well, I'm just gonna let it do its thing. But I'm basically in the union. So I'm not in the WGA. So what's gonna impact me the most? So I work in production. I work in film. I'm usually in locations. But right now I'm doing unscripted stuff because it's not impacted by the writer strike or the SAG strike. So the writer strike, think of it like this. Writer strike stopped pre-production, so stopped the creation of projects. SAG, which is still active, which hasn't been stopped yet. Hey Mo, welcome. Hi Mo. The SAG strike is what prevents us from actually filming the stuff. So pre-production, it used to be because of the SAG and writer strike. Both pre-production, the creating of the projects, and also the shooting, because the SAG was stopped, so you can only do post. So any project that went through production, went through those two things, now could still go out because it was in post, right? However, since now the writer strike is done, people can create projects. The SAG strike, however, since that's still there, we can't shoot them. We can't shoot it because we don't have access to actors anymore. Could do non-union, but it'll be a little weird. But I kind of promise you, I think the SAG thing is going to end pretty soon. The writer strike is a very good acknowledgement of it all, like that it went well. I was very surprised. I hope you know how surprised I was. I thought it was gonna go till January, but it didn't, which was surprising. Because what happens in entertainment is there's a dry season between, like think of the holidays, like November, December, and January. There's usually no filming and stuff. Yeah, Victoria, it's really exciting that the strike ended. So either the SAG strike is also gonna end really soon, or there's other options. Maybe the writer strike ended because now between the producers, they knew that the SAG strike or negotiation was going to be actually a lot harder for them to get what they want. So what they might have done is they might have been like, okay, writers, we're going to give you everything. So now everyone's rooting for the strike to be over. So that now when they go for SAG, it's kind of, everyone's not really on SAG's side anymore. They're kind of, being like, well, the producers gave the writers a really good deal. They probably gave SAG a good deal. So SAG, you should accept whatever deal they give you. However, that might not be the case. They might give SAG, AFRA, the Actors Union, a shitty ass deal. Only time will tell. But it's interesting seeing how seeing how the strike ending is changing the narrative of, okay, sorry, I can ramble about this all the time, this whole freaking video, but it's just crazy how now it's like everyone's like, oh, okay, like, yay, strike's over, and okay, now SAG's gonna be done, like producers are doing great. I want people to remember that the fact that we were on strike for 6 months of a year, 6 months, no pay, nothing, other people had to find jobs, unemployment, the fact that that happened for 6 months is unreasonable and is dangerous and is unstable and is just not a good way to live. And if it happened once, it can happen again. So I think the model needs to change. This is not like a solution. Obviously, it's great the strike's ending. I'm so happy because for me, it's gonna change a couple things, which I can talk about in a sec. But there's a lot of things we still need to be aware about fixing in this entertainment field. That's my ramble. For me, however, we'll see. I think when SAG goes up, when SAG's thing ends, I think that'll be a really good time for me to jump back into locations, jump back into scripted work. Will I? We will see. I don't know. This last year has been probably the roughest, most life-changing year of my life. I can't believe you guys all were here to witness it. I can't believe I did ASMR for this, did the rambles. You can see everything that happened, on this channel. So much volatility, so much changing of jobs, friends, life, meeting, and I'm rambling, but I think it's so important to acknowledge and to be super hyper vigilant of your life. I think that's why I really love this channel and why I love hearing about your guys' stories and everything, but also why I think it's important to document my life. We were probably really different. There's probably things that you relate to me on and probably don't. There are probably things that you're like, Nick, you're crazy. Why are you focusing so much on that? But when you put meaning into something, oh my God, this is our whole thing with the intention. How that whole thing with positive nihilism that we're talking about, where it's remember that mantra we did where it was nothing matters. Nothing matters unless you give it meaning. That's kind of what I've been realizing. When you give your life a meaning, when you give your stories meaning, what you're going through meaning, just by recording or by talking about it with strangers or people or friends or family, your life becomes more meaningful and more powerful. And that's also why I would highly recommend, if you don't even need to be a writer, but I would highly recommend journaling, because there's a power in writing your own story. There's power in journaling because you're telling your feelings, you're writing it down, and then you can read it and you're like, this is me. You're giving yourself meaning and permission to feel your feels, to write them down, to acknowledge them, and that brings more awareness and meaning to your life. And I think that's really important. Where do you put meaning and everything? So yeah, I guess that's the question I have for you guys. Like, where? Actually, I would love to know where are you throwing meaning in your life right now? What's really meaningful to you? Is it family? Is it work? Is it your pets? Is it traveling? Is it becoming a different person than you are? Is it accepting who you are? Like, what holds meaning to you right now? And I want you to be okay with the fact that it's going to change. There will be moments in your life, like seasons, where you are more caring and care more about, family versus career. There will be moments where you care more about your career than family. There will be moments where you want to make a lot of money versus being selfless. And there's moments when you want to, spend a lot of money and not make a lot of money. That's just how life works. Let me know if you're feeling brave. Where are you throwing meaning in your life? I'm going to go through more comments. But yeah, I would love to hear where meaning is for you right now. And I can discuss where meaning is for me in a bit too. Victoria said that she knows people who are acting here in Canada, and they said the work has gone down so much even though there is no strike here. Oh, that's fascinating. Yeah, I believe that. So I know that a lot of US projects actually film in Canada. I think it's for cost. It's so funny in LA. LA used to be the place where you would film everything, as you might know, or maybe you understand because of Hollywood, right? It's because there was such a tax break here, a tax incentive for productions to film. What's changed over the years is that there's actually more of an incentive to go out of state, like going to Atlanta, going to Texas, going up to, is it Vancouver? That's why the industry is changing so much, and that's why, like, you're gonna get stories. It's gonna be really cool. You're gonna get stories eventually that aren't really LA based anymore. They might be based in Texas and Toronto, and you'll get like different feelings, which is really nice, which is really important. Fern said, okay, so when I asked where are you guys putting meaning in your life, Fern says definitely my kids, even though they drive me insane at times. Kids do that. People do that. I love that your like meaning is in your kids right now. That's really awesome, Fern. I want you to know, and I think you do know this, that although they drive you crazy and everything, and I know you adore them and everything, I do want you to know that, like, it's a very special moment, and I bet you are gonna remember one day when you get older, the moments where you absolutely despise them or you get really annoyed are gonna be the moments that you cherish, kind of in the aftermath of things. I feel like people are annoying when they know how to get under your skin, and they know how to get under your skin, especially family, because they know you well. So that's a compliment, I think. Where else are you guys throwing meaning in your life? Okay, let's look. Victoria says, wow, you actually said Toronto right. No one out of the city says it right. Toronto? How do people say it? Toronto. I don't know. Easy bottle. Okay, the thing that I keep me going is the story that I'm writing. I've been writing since I was 8, and now I'm 21. Hopefully it will be known in the future. Hey, I love that for you. I actually relate to you so much. I'm about to start a new project very soon, come October 1st. I'm going to be starting a new screenplay, so I love that for you. I love that you're throwing meaning into your writing. That is such a beautiful and delicious place to be. I would love to know more about your process. I'm going to be trying starting October, and hopefully you'll see this on this channel. I'm going to be starting to kind of get back into a writing routine, a writing rhythm. I've been out of it for a year since I just finished my short film, and I went through all the phases as a director, but I'm going to get back into writing. And process is so important. And I don't know what you think, but for me, I think process is I'm very spiritual lately. I find it very coming from somewhere else. And so I love that you're putting meaning into that, because your ideas, your creativity is very, very important. There's no one that has the ideas that you have. And it's your job to share those with people if you really feel like it's going to do good. And you can do it. My favorite thing is, and I always remind myself, is like, and I hope I remind you this too, is like, whatever you want to be doing. A, there's a ton of people that don't even want to be doing that. Okay, so it's not like we all have the same dream. So that makes you unique. And then B, there are people that are doing it right now that are way less qualified, doing way worse work than you. But they just had the courage to do it. So I want you to be brave. I want you to go for it. And I think we forget to do that a lot of time. Be brave, be courageous, take a step out of your comfort zone because that's where you grow. And so I'm excited that writing is bringing meaning to you. I hope you have the courage one day to share it with everyone and share it with the world, and I would love to see it as well. So that's so cool. What else, you guys? Toronto. Oh, we don't say the second T. They pronounce it Toronto. Wait, so is it Toronto or is it Toronto? I don't know. Clearly, I don't even know how I say it anymore. Jamie says, putting meaning into learning how to surf. That's fucking cool. Oh my god, Jamie, that's so sick. That's so sick. Why are you throwing meaning into that? And that's so awesome. I think it's so awesome because I took surf lessons and I have a surf wetsuit and I want to surf more. But it actually for me it hasn't been something I put meaning into yet. Like I haven't wanted to go for it. So I love that you're doing that though, because there's nothing better. And if you're joining, I talked about earlier, I went on a run today. Your boy's so burpy. I don't know what the fuck y'all, sorry y'all, but I went on a run today, and being active it's literally like ecstasy. I don't know what it does. It's literally your body being like encouraging you to be active, to do your primal things of running, of surfing. I think it's because don't get me wrong, but like when we were back generations ago, eras ago, our body correlated like working out, being really, really tired with being successful in hunting or being really successful in whatever we're doing. So I think that's why it makes us feel good after. That might be total bullshit, but I was just thinking about that today. I was like, why did I run 5 miles? I feel like absolute shit. Completed it. Barely could breathe. Barely could like walk. And then I could barely walk. And then afterwards, I was just on such a high. I started taking care of myself. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna spend the next 3 minutes instead of watching videos. I'm gonna like do my mustache. I'm gonna do my like eyebrows. Gonna do some hair product. I was like, I'm gonna dress up a little bit, and it was just so wonderful. Even though it's the worst thing in the world to do in the morning. So, what do you guys think that is? I don't know. I think it might be something crazy, but I really want to remind you guys that. Yeah, it sucks, and yeah, you hear it all the time, that exercising, yeah, you need to exercise, and blah, 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 blah. I know I've heard it all the time too, but I really want you to remember that it is like your body giving you a drug of just happiness and dopamine, and it's good for you, like healthy-wise. So, I don't know. I think that's where I'm putting meaning. For me, I'm putting meaning into running, into prepping for a marathon, into being active, into goal setting. I don't know about you. I feel like you might know yourself really well right now in life. You might also not, but what makes you thrive in life? What gets you excited about life? And this is a real question. Let me know in the comments. But for me, I'm realizing like goal setting projects. I'm such a project boy. I love like the short film, having a goal and then breaking it down and like working towards that is what I love in life. That's why I love like really hard goals, like the marathon. You'll also see on YouTube, like I love the hard goal of like trying to post as often as possible. I love these things because the harder it is, usually the more meaningful it is at the end, in the long run. Okay, but I'm gonna go back to your comments. Let's see. Okay. Fern said, Jamie, do you live where you can surf during the winter? I don't know, Jamie, if you're still here, but let us know. I think it would be very important. Oh, Victoria, have a great night. It was so lovely seeing you. Take care. So much love your way. Have a wonderful dreams. Have wonderful dreams. Have wonderful dreams. Fern says, I like the little goals that will eventually lead to a big goal. Yeah. Oh, that's so good. Hey, Zoomy says Zoom on. I love your name. Smurf Cat. What is a Smurf Cat? I don't know. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't know if you guys are going through anything. Feel free to throw them in the comments, but we're just kind of talking about life. And tonight, I hope that you're resting well. For what little goals that do you like to do that will lead to big goals? Ooh, Minecraft. Minecraft's awesome. And Jamie's in California. Oh, nice, Jamie. Yeah, I love that you're going surfing. Are you a beginner, a pro? Do you have like a longboard? How often are you surfing? Are you surfing with other people? Are you surfing alone? Brenda says, right now I'm really excited about live music. Been seeing a lot of in-person bands and live stream of bands. Ooh, Brenda, so that's awesome. What about live music makes you happy? Oh my god, wait, Sumi says I searched up the Hive server in Minecraft and this live stream popped up. Sumi, have you ever been here before? I love that you're here. What's the Hive server? That's so cool. We're basically like a cool ASMR community. Feel free to listen. My name's Nick. I love that popped up. It's on Minecraft, cool. I never played Minecraft that much, but that's awesome. Minecraft is really fun. I've only played it with friends, like in college and stuff. I'm so happy you're here. I'm so glad I got to meet you for a sec. Feel free to stay as long as you want, or go whenever you want. No biggie. Okay. But, yeah. Meeting is really good. Yeah, I'm preparing for a marathon. I just got this belt, which is really cool. I was like so dehydrated so much. But this has like kind of like a water pouch, which is really good. Zumi says I listen to ASMR sometimes. Awesome. Well, we're an ASMR channel. We're a community. We're called the Hive because we're all like bees floating out in the universe, coming back to this collective. So be whoever you want to be. That's kind of like the tagline. But here what I do a lot of rambles. You can positivity rambles, lifestyle rambles, whatever you want. Yeah, that's why we're called the Hive. Yeah, but it's so good to see you. I just hope that you're doing well and stuff and having a great night. Minecraft is so fucking fun. What else did you guys say? Jamie says, Wavestorm, my brother's teaching me. Wavestorm is really fun. I think I have one of those boards as well. It's awesome your brother's teaching you. There's nothing like surfing. I don't know if you've gotten up yet, but like you work out so it's so easy to distract yourself while surfing because you're like paddling so much, just trying to get up. Like you're pushing up, you're paddling. You get so tired so fast, but your whole goal is just to stand up, which is awesome. Zumi says spirit animals. Oh, spirit animals are cool. Yeah, ours is the bee. That's why we're hives. Our spirit animal is a bee. I kind of like our kind of whole ideology. It's like, this is the hive. We all are here. We're all different. We all do different things in life, but we all go into the world flying, eating, doing whatever we do. Some of us are worker bees. Some of us are different bees, you know, but we all come back here to support each other and to just be good people. Brenda says, what does Brenda say? I love the experience of enjoying music with other people. We are all united by our love of great music. It is fun to watch the artists play live and have an opportunity to meet them. Live music rekindles fond childhood memories and of going seeing live music with my family. Oh, and then Zumi says I fly on the server called the Hive on Minecraft. Oh, how cool. That's so fun. That's so cool. Brenda, you're so right about music. I went to a live concert a few weeks ago and I forgot how amazing it is. It's awesome. There's something about just listening to it live in front of you in the moment, and everyone around you and just being there. is really, really special. It's because it's not orchestrated and it can't be faked, really. You know, it's just like what it's supposed to be. Zumi, you should go to a concert sometime. It's really fun. The people can be kind of crazy sometimes, but it also depends which ones you go to. So yeah, awesome. I'm glad you like the lights. I just got them. They're kind of new, which is fun. But yeah, I hope you guys are all doing well. What else is going on tonight? I might be going to a bar. I might be going to because it's only like 7 here, but I might go to a trivia night, which is right around the corner, which will be really, really fun. But yeah, I hope that you get reminded how important exercise is. I hope you get reminded about how important it is to do things that separate you a little bit. Yeah, it's gonna be one of Minecraft lottery. It was like the legit lottery. That's fun. I hope you guys just remember too. I want to give you guys a little update. I did this in a ramble. It's okay if you don't remember, but there was like a friend I kind of like separated from, and it's been a month. And I just want to remind you, it feels like I did the right decision. I just want to remind you that, you know, things seem scary to do. And if you feel like that's the right decision, I encourage you to try them. You know, if you need to set boundaries, if you need to like separate yourself from certain people, give it a go. It's gonna suck after like a day or two. You're gonna feel like you're mourning and everything and all of that because you're losing someone. But I want you to remember it will get better, and it has gone better a lot recently. I did text him recently, and like I do miss him, which is really great to acknowledge too. Like I do miss his friendship. I just know I can't be there for him in a way that he expects me to be. I can't be one of those people that, you know, you can just unload all your problems onto. I just can't be that for him. And it's been a lot of processing because I want to be a good human, right? And you always want to support people and help people. But at a certain point, I don't know, I just feel like I was doing that for so much of my life that I was just fed up with it. It's so funny. I got so sick and tired of it, and I was just like, why do I have to do that? Why do I have to be that person? I can still be a nice person and not let you unload on me. You know, I can be a nice person and have boundaries. I can say no and still be likable and a good person. And that's something I'm learning at my ripe age of 26, is how to say no, how to become the person I want to be. Also, body autonomy is really interesting right now for me. I'm realizing I'm not... Oh my god, this is so funny. Sorry. Oh my god, I just got a text, but I'll finish my body autonomy. Okay, that's so funny. Wait, I'm gonna share the text with you for a sec, and then I'll say the body autonomy thing it's weird because I always felt like my body was my parents in a way. They always like, don't get tattoos, don't do all this stuff, like your body's amazing, like you're like one of us, like we love you, like you should love your body. And I'm slowly being like, well, if I want to get a tattoo, I'll get a tattoo, it's my body. You know, that's something I've been realizing this year, and it's like they can't really do anything and they'll still love me no matter what. They're really anti-tattoo for some reason, which is fair. It's like, okay, my thing with tattoos is the thing is like they always say that it's permanent, but what if in like 30 years they figure out a way that's not permanent anymore? Like they can get rid of it easily. So, but okay, let me just tell you what I just saw real fast. I just saw a text message. I'm just dying, you guys. I'm dying. I just saw a text message. So I'm supposed to be going to karaoke tonight, and the person that invited all of us is because it's her and her brother wanted to go to karaoke. And then everyone started being like, okay, I'll go, I'll show up. And then I was like, okay, I'll come in last minute. And like, I was like, oh, I'll reserve us a table. And I reserved us a table. I just got a text from the person that organized all of it saying, actually, she's like, me and my brother actually has a fever. We're not going to go. We're going to bail. I'm laughing because the reason everyone was going was so that they could meet him and like so be there for her. So it's just funny now that it's like, I don't know if we're going to trivia because it's like, why? I don't know. I find that funny. Ali asked, are you gay? I am queer, so I am into guys and girls, and I'm very fluid. So yes, I guess you can answer that. But that's what I was gonna say. Also, heads up, I got to on my phone more right now. Sorry, you guys, but I have like 10% battery left, so we'll see how long that lasts. Okay, so let's see. I'm just going through your guys' comments. Because I saw something. Fern says it's hard to be the person everyone unloads on and then not have the same unloading people listen to you. Yes, exactly. I think that's what it is. It's like I felt like he didn't care about my day. He didn't care about what's going on in my life. Like and I know he's going through it, but I was just like, I can't have interactions where you're not supportive of me too. Like it has to be even, and if it's not, I need to separate myself. And the hard thing is too, is like I feel like usually when you can make it even by like, if you're having a hard day, I can try and cheer you up, and then we'll get to a place where okay, like you vented, but like we can be in a good headspace, right? Like I would hope that, but for him, it was just like I couldn't get him out of it. And it makes sense. Like I think it's depression. I think he needs to go to therapy more. It's totally like I get it. I've had friends that gone through it. Like I know you can't fix everything, but being on the backside of that, it's hard because then it's like okay, well he's not really gonna be thinking about me at all, or caring about my needs, And so I'm like, okay, I have to set them because I'm like, you're not gonna look out for me. I kept being like expecting him to, and I did this in the last video. You know how we had. Which apparently the video is not doing very well, so that's okay. But I'm still in a great mood. We learn, and we love. I'm learning what works for YouTube. But my most recent journal video, I think I asked. There was one about what expectations do you have on people that was unrealistic, and it was for this guy. Me expecting that he was gonna look out for me and like have the best interest for me and be there for me, and I'm realizing like he's kind of there, but he's not. And I just had an expectation that he would do that, and he wasn't doing it, so that's why I cut it out, and I'm proud I did that. But it's also interesting because I'm realizing, well, I still miss him. I want to hang out with him. I just need the boundary of like, yo, like if you're feeling really crappy, like I might not be your person to unload on. I want us to be in good mindsets to like create together, to like all of that, right? So I think there are different levels of friendships, and I think he was trying to go to a really deep one, and I'm realizing I don't want that deep of a relationship. Like I want it to be a little bit more superficial, just because we think very differently. So it's like if we go on a deep level, I can't really understand him in a way that I wish I could, if that makes any sense. I don't know. I find it so funny that the trivia isn't that so funny? Okay, I'm seeing all these questions. I understand that, Fern. I'm in empathy too, and I got a lot of people just randomly tell me stuff. Yeah, you gotta protect your energy. Like at the end of the day, if you walk away feeling really shitty, don't let that person do that again to you. It's okay if you have a really long-term relationship with them, like give them a break, like figure it out. But there should be moments where you like they unload on you, and you can walk away feeling good because you feel like you helped them or you were there for them in a way, Okay. I'm going through these real fast. So Ali said, you think that the queer people can fall in love with a boy or with a girl? Yeah, I do. So queer people, I think the way I say queer is more, it's more of an umbrella category. So it's more like I feel like I'm really attracted to energy. I really, you can maybe call me demisexual. I very much care about my connection personality-wise with someone before anything else. I am attracted though physically to people as well, so that's why I'm like more like queer, but I'm really open to a lot of different types of people, trans people, non-binary people, because we're all people at the end of the day, and I think it's a superpower to love people. I think the more people you can love, the more kind of amazing you are. So, and some of us, it's not really your choice. Like some people are really just straight. They're like, I would love to love men, but I just can't, and vice versa. I totally get that. My case is that I mostly like men, but I'm also interested in women, and I don't want to. For a really long time in my life, I used to be very hard on myself for all who I liked, what my definition of labels are, and that's just personal. And whatever you like too, it's just I hope you remember that it's like at the end of the day, it's just who you love, which is such a superpower. And don't limit yourself. Allow yourself to experience new things. The worst thing that happens is you just find out, I like the other thing a lot more than I did before. Like for instance, if let's say you're a girl and you're like really into guys, straight, and then you hook up with you're like, do I hook up with a girl? The worst that happens if you hook up with a girl is that you're like, I don't like girls, which will reinforce that you like guys, which is awesome. It's awesome to have that reinforcement because then you're like, okay, I do like this people a lot. There's no harm in trying. I think there's harm in not trying to love people. Oh, Brenda, you're so good. Don't worry about it. She says, I'm still catching up on your videos. You're so fine. Don't worry. Bumble said, any tips for when your best friend likes the guy you've liked for months and you're all in the same friend group? Oh, Bubbles. I have felt that so hard. I remember that in high school happening. Don't be impulsive, okay? This is gonna sound really hard to do. My mistake so I had a girl that I was into in high school, and my best friend was also into her, and I almost ruined our friendship, my relationship with that girl because I rushed. I kind of felt like I had to beat him. Don't do that. Take a deep breath, and I promise you, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Get it? The hive? It's meant to be if it's meant to be. So there's nothing you can really do. Just go real slow, and I want you to know that you're amazing. Sorry, was it a guy or a girl? Let's see. I just want to make sure I'm on the right thing. My best friend likes the guy. The guy, he's gonna like who he likes. There's a chance he might not like either of you. So I hope that brings you peace too. I know that this feels very overwhelming and scary and also very confusing. My only thing is, I promise you, if you really want to be with this guy, if you really care about your friend, the slower the better for all this. There's no winning in being impulsive at all. I promise you. That's a lesson I learned in the past decade. You're gonna think being impulsive is important, oh, I need it right now, tell him how I feel and everything. And there are moments where you will, if it will help you move on. You only do it if it helps you move on. But at that point, you're not really hoping to actually get the thing that you want. I just recently did that in a ramble. If you go back on this channel, there's a ramble saying, hey guys, it's I really need your help, seriously please. It's me in a car, watch that. It's literally the same thing that you're talking about right now. But mine it wasn't about another person liking them, it was me being do I tell this person I really like them? And I did it impulsively, and I don't regret doing it. I was very, very honest and open because I needed that to move on. I needed that to move on, not because I wanted to be with them, but because I wanted to move on. If you really want to be with this guy, don't do that. If you really want to be on with this guy, go slow, trust that he's gonna like who he likes. But then, if he does make you feel like crap, acknowledge that too. That's part of that relationship. Yeah, he's great and stuff, but the fact that he's making you feel this way, if he's making you feel anxious, on edge and everything, or a choice, that's also part of him. So don't negate that, okay? That's not normal. I know we like to think that's a normal thing, but that is part of his personality. So remember, yeah, he's great, he has all these things, but if he's making you feel a certain way, he's not reaffirming you or giving you reassurance or anything, that's part of it too, So just remember that. Yeah. I am going to have to say goodbye in a sec. I'm so glad you guys all came. I was actually kind of weirdly nervous that no one was going to show up, which would have been fine. But I really love that you're here. I can't believe Fern, I love you so much. Fern just subscribed. Yeah, Bubbles, I hope that was useful. You got this too. Also, if the guy doesn't like you, screw him. You can get so much better. I promise. I really fucking promise that. It might not seem like that, but you can, and you will. But thank you, Fern. Fern was the first member in our membership program for the Hive. If you guys like this at all, please consider pressing the join button down below. It's like $4.99. It's the price of a coffee. It helps the channel out tremendously, and it creates a private space. I really want to create a really intimate space with you guys that's more protected from the outside. So if you want advice, if you want to feel supported by this community, that is going to be your go-to place. I will see you there. I'm going to be doing more intimate videos, more of these lives there as well. But do you? I just want you to know that it's there. If there's one day where you're like, oh, I really want to join, there's no pressure to join now. It's going to be there for a bit. But I just am making you aware of it. So thank you for joining. Love you lots. Maybe we'll cry. And I hope you all have a great night. Yeah, I'm very grateful for you guys. And I will hopefully see you next Thursday. My work schedule is really crazy. Damn, I gotta check this out. But we're gonna be doing a Hive live advice, a live Hive advice soon, which will be more curated towards answering your guys' advice and having the community help you guys as well. So be on the lookout for that in the community post. And other than that, have a wonderful night. And I will see you very, 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 very soon. Lots of love, lots of love, lots of love.